Say hi, Kiko. Say hi. Say hi. Okay, this is a unique treat. Okay, I wanted to point out that a lot of people have simultaneously said two things about me. One is that I am the realest person they've ever seen on YouTube. And the other thing that perplexes them is why have I given up on white nationalism, or why am I against white nationalism, or things of this nature. Okay? And the reason why is frankly manyfold. But the most important thing is this. People on social media had accused me of being led astray by my dick. Now, that's not true, not one bit, okay? It is very true that the final nail in the coffin was when I met somebody that wasn't necessarily white, that was superior to any white person that I had ever met. And I still hold her in very high esteem. Although I, as an inferior person, not because I'm white, but because I'm stupid, believed what somebody else said about that person, and I kind of screwed myself over on that one. But more importantly, people want to ask, like, there was a gentleman, and I greatly respect this dude. Don't get me wrong. I think he's younger than me, of course, and has not experienced enough disappointment to understand where I'm coming from. But with the white race, I will say this: it's not only white people that are destructive to themselves, but it's only white people that I know of that are consciously self destructive and consciously work toward their own destruction. Let me explain. Australia has been bringing in massive immigration from overseas, massive Islamic immigration. Australia has also worked very hard to disarm its citizens. Europe, case closed. I've covered Europe enough. I don't want to overly offend anybody from Europe. Canada is a mess. The Canadian citizens, I will admit, a good number of Canadian citizens probably aren't very happy. But as for the governing class, I'm sure they're tickled pink that they're destroying their country. Okay? The United States is teetering toward an anti white reality. Donald Trump, I believe, is anti-white. I don't know that for a fact, but I believe him to be anti-white. I know he's Zionist, and I know his family is Zionist, and I know his advisors are Zionist. My point is, what I've really, the reason I got back into third positionism as National Socialism slash fascism was because of Donald Trump. I saw a lot of fascists and National Socialists, pretend ones, that supported him. At first, I thought they were just confused young kids, and maybe I could show them what fascism was and give them resources such as the doctrine of fascism, Mein Kampf, etc., and lead them in that direction. But it turned out they're all pretend. I also believe that white nationalism draws in a lot of flamboyant people, a lot of people that are of questionable sexual morality. And the reason I believe this is experience, for one, I know many people that are a little light in the loafers, that have been drawn to the aesthetic of National Socialism more than others, more than anything else. Also drawn toward the aesthetic of Satanism. A lot of Satanists are homosexual, as are a lot of neo-pagans and things of this nature. These counterculture movements draw in people that are attention seekers, so to say. I've never really sought attention. In fact, except from key individuals that were important to me, I have sought attention from. As I noted, this channel was created literally for one person, and that was the whole reason this channel was created. Not because I want fame and notoriety or anything like that, but because that person was important to me. And actually, that is the person that brought me back to third positionism. Ironically, that is also the same person that let me see the truth about third positionism. Not that I wasn't already there. I gave up on third positionism long before I met them. It was the Trump run for office that brought me back in, because I thought that there might be some viability towards civic nationalism, more fascistic, less national socialist. But it really isn't there. I mean, there's a lot of hope coming about that we might be able to reclaim an American ideal, such as the United States had prior to World War One, World War Two era, and get away from this bullying crap and start worrying about domestic prosperity and the prosperity of the Western Hemisphere and the Americas. But I am extremely skeptical. And that's about all. And by the way, the cat in the beginning, that's one of my favorite cats in the universe. Her name's Kiko.